The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Throwing to start the drive, Lucas.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He finds McCoy. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss.
That's completed right side to Palmer.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Downing.
Pickens on the slant.
7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. They will run for the first time here with White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in a yard. The numbers for White a week ago: 8 carries, 70 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Downing.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. The Buccaneers at 5-4 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Downing. And he fires one, but incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive.
They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 22 carries, 129 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
On first down, Lucas. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so fourth from the bottom charts.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
From the gun on third down, Lucas. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Looking to throw. Lucas. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Dowling. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Connects with Kittle underneath. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great, and we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league, but there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. From the 43, here's second down at 7. Operating from the gun, Lucas. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw. Lucas. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Throwing on 1st down. Lucas. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go.
Touchdown! Josh Jacobs, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 18 yards, first down Niners.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. On 1st and 10, Lucas toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play out.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw again. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Harper. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
At the 4-yard line.
Off play action. Lucas. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. Now hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. What a stand this will be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Lucas toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lucas. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Operating from the gun. Lucas. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36.
Back to throw again. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start in the black and blue division. Chicago hosting Minnesota at Soldier Field. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. Amari Cooper, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head over to Highmark Stadium to check out what's happening with the Bills. And they trail in their ball game at halftime to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Jamar Chase with a touchdown reception from Joe Burrow. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Trevor Lawrence, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500.
Okay,
this was
Coach,
an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. But there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope. Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Dowling. That's caught right side by Palmer.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the 1st down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st down, Lucas completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Jacobs. A little juke. And he's going to have the Niners 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's McCoy. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Looking to throw. Lucas. He finds his man. Complete. That's McCoy. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw on 2nd down. Lucas. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lucas. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Lucas. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
49ers field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Alec Pierce, 69 yards. And the Bucs get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now down to 20.
Makes the score. Niners.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking to throw. Lucas throwing the out route incomplete. That's McCoy. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Operating from the gun. Lucas connects with Kittle underneath. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The offense on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Harper, and he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Harper And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Up the middle they go. It's Harper, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction toward.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Lucas. This is caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
What a stand there defensively. They force the third and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
Looking to throw on second down. Dowling. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on first down. Dowling. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Looking to throw. Dowling. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Dowling. Eluding the pressure right. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, Dowling. On the left side, a catch by White.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Dowling. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Dowling. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
San Francisco.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed.